Hello there. Welcome to my league match here against Lemonspawn. This is my fourth match. There'll only be one more for this season after, or one more regular one for this season after we're done here. In any case, look at the board. So there's Recruiter, Highway, Collection. I guess you can Royal Carriage Highway now. Maybe irrelevant. Buys are a little bit hard to get, but not impossible. Can probably pile out before collection means a whole lot, to be honest, but I think you'll take collections. I just wouldn't expect it to necessarily. Well, I guess that's not exactly true. Whatever I was gonna say. I'm thinking like silver astrolabe. But it could be silver. There's no. You can do scholar stuff with where they're at. It's probably worth doing at some point. I mean, if you open Silver Miser and you hit the you hit the 5 plus set aside, I mean, you'll be on your way. I don't know that that's correct, but all right. We whiff on. Okay, well our silver misses, so that's a problem. One has a. I don't care, but I. If it's buggy, I don't know how many. I mean, that doesn't matter. But like, um, this is too many silvers. This kind of sucks. Hopefully, lemon also misses. Probably not. I guess we take a highway now. At least they didn't have the scholar in hand there. Obviously, we would have been happy to get a women's issue, maybe villages, but it does get a double 5 here. Mm. My advantage is I guess thinness. They had to gain a recruit anyway. Or they had to gain an estate at some point. Right, you have 1, 2, 3. It's either just another royal carriage or a scholar. A good turn. We're getting close to the end. I know that the collection points will make up the difference between. So here I wonder if we do recruiter, if we just wait. I mean, the issue, really the only thing we would trash would be another recruiter. On this turn anyway. It's not necessarily critical that we do it. This is going to spend all the villagers if we do this. Makes it a little scary. We could get another scholar here. Then we could get another recruiter. I mean, the recruiters are okay. If we recruit a recruiter. What is Lemon's? Lemon has one astrolabe down. Well, the thing is that there's all this way of the rat stuff that can potentially. I don't know how likely it is that it gets all the way to the bottom. Probably pretty unlikely. We could get more buys. I mean, the buys are of course pretty awkward to play. What are we looking at here? And surely this isn't. Okay, this is like a completely awful opening hand. Pretty awful anyway. Oh, well, Lemon didn't go anywhere. Okay, so I probably just need to get this down and toss. This is not it either, unfortunately. We could go again. We really need to recruit recruiters some. Both of these are pretty bad. Trying to think. You have 5 buys. Um, we have to get to the buys, but we do have them. I don't know. Is there another royal carriage? I mean, I guess we might as well play this highway. There may be another royal carriage. Now, this may be already close to guaranteed. Just need to have the $4, right? This is already in hand. All right. guess we go Cathedral. The undo really didn't bother me at all. It's not the undo. Maybe it's me talking about don't do pre moves, but like the undo is would never bother me in that instance. It's just like our reshuffles. There's not like, I guess there's technically some info, but switching your silver to an astrolabe is not. It's not gonna bother me. I don't know. This one is a little I guess you're just gonna go Cathedral Peasant and try to do whatever. I mean, eventually you're gonna have some amount of annoyingness. I guess I'll go Fisherman Peasant on this 4. This is a pretty good reshuffle. But yeah, it's gonna be a little weird because you don't. I don't know. It feels like it's gonna last long enough that we get to the kind of awkward Cathedral part. Maybe you can have cultists and trash them. I don't know. Obviously, there's like a window where the cultist attack isn't necessarily that harmful to your opponent. And maybe there's a window. It's pretty annoying still. If you put in a bunch at once, and then if you have cultists, you can trash them to Cathedral yourself. So if you're like discipling cultists. But some of those considerations are pretty win more. They're not. They're not like. I don't know if we take a sailor or not. Double Peasant is interesting. I mean, obviously, you just can't actually play that many of them. So if you're like me and you just don't draw your terminals, then it also won't help you. They at least didn't find their soldier in this one. Yeah, you can keep buying the peasants, but you're just not playing them for so long that I don't really know. I mean, it's certainly a board where you can use a bunch of disciples. I'll probably go peasant gear here. I think I'll still have the money for. No, not quite. It's still probably better just to do the gear. I'm gonna get the first. I'm gonna get the first. Disciple. I think here. You need another peasant. This is a little bit weird. Lemon probably will get a pretty good situation. I mean, obviously, I would like to have found Disciple in this hand. Yeah. I don't know who's gonna get the third. Third disciple, if anybody. I wonder if I take a teacher. I have $9. What a garbage hand. I literally have bottom decked 50% disciples. It's literally it's disciple two fishermen, I think. That's insane. That's actually insane. There aren't even really rescue draws. I get to see one card. That's insane. So bad. Can't believe that's infuriating. If you bottom deck any one of these 5 cards, or just have any one of these 5 cards, like not in this hand, well, okay, you can still draw into just stopped on disciples, but we're still pretty unreal. They get a teacher, okay. I don't know what all. This is so bad. I suppose at some point they're gonna start. They'll probably trash their cultists. Everybody's gonna have an action problem. I mean, I guess once he plays his teacher, he won't have an action problem. Well, he didn't get the teacher down, which is huge. Probably technically we should keep the ruin library, but okay. So we're gonna 3-pile eventually here. We just play the cultists first, I suppose, and we're just trying to get to the teacher, which we also whiff on. This is not too surprising. Not too good either. Don't know if we need another gear in hand or not. We're okay since neither. I mean, obviously, I think if I had found the teacher there, we would have just won, but that's okay. So they're gonna get to play. I still have the 2 disciples, which is pretty big deal. Pretty big. Definitely in the realm of 3 piles. I assume they're gonna buy like a province here. I don't know if fisherman. I may have a. Let me think. If I hit the teacher last turn, we probably just win. But that same goes for Lemon on the turn they didn't hit it. Question. Can we get there off and put plus action on the cultists. Well, I guess to be fair, there aren't a lot of cultists in decks at this point. We need like $15 or something. I don't think I have $15. We probably need to avoid discipling cultists, to be honest. We need like $15 for the tie. Don't have. I don't even know what the cards are really. It's probably going to be Disciple Fisherman no matter what. Okay, so we do have another cultist. They actually only have one cultist. Which is good to know. I don't know where we're at. We actually didn't end up too far from the money, so maybe we had it. We have. This is a. Okay. Can we go up to soldier or not? Guess if we give something else plus buy, we can. We may need to keep it. If we may need plus buy. We could give something else plus buy, but then our draw becomes a little worse. Lemon didn't even go anywhere. Okay. This should be pretty easy then. Just put plus action on the cultists. Disciple 2 of them. There aren't really that many stop cards once we've almost, the deck is almost half fishermen, so. All right. Now we have flashes. There's actually not a whole lot to do here, period. Flashes or no clashes? I don't care, Lemon. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I was very happy it happened. I mean, I also whiffed a teacher at bottom decking, but anyway. I just don't, I understand venting. Like, you get bad shuffles. I could totally understand that. I just don't have anything to say to it. Like, my only thought is like, oh, that's great. I'm glad your teacher didn't show up. Like, that's nice. What are we doing? This is like, there's no draw anyway. Like, it's not like Warlord prevents you from building because you can't really build. I don't know what is the way to, like, if there is a way to somewhat rapidly drain here. You know? I would like a coven. I think it's not that I think that you don't go into the clashes. I just, it's mostly just for their own, you know. You get a Warlord, it's from the +2 cards. It's not really for the. This is not super great draw, but whatever. It's probably fine-ish. This is pretty cute. I like that. I wonder if I just take the other battle plan. I don't have anything else that I want to buy, so they are moving on the verses. Get another coven. I wonder if I rotate here. I mean, you know they're going to be able to buy. Well, I guess you don't know, but they're probably going to be able to buy the the Warlord. I mean, I guess I could rotate doubly away from it. That's not true. But, I mean, yeah, it is kind of true. I mean, I can make it. I mean, I can do this. I need a village. Not sure if I go for Conclave or just go for Hamlet. Hamlet can give us the buy as well. This sucks. Oh, I didn't play enough to do Basilica. Alright, well if I lose by... If I lose the Basilica split because of that, I guess we'll just have to live with it. That's okay though. I guess we could see what their hand is first. Before deciding. We don't want to trigger this shuffle anyway. Well, the last card's a battle plan, right? Maybe we do want to trigger it. How much is in there? Presumably they have another... Yeah, this is a little unfortunate, but whatever. I could have done that Basilica thing too with the messengers, but... You're gonna be a little over terminal. Yeah, so we should have split the Basilica, but I just didn't play all those coins. So if we lose by that, we can be sad, but... Okay. Guess we can just buy a Covenant and Emporium for... I don't know which one. We could get a Souk. And we don't get to do any souk trickery, but we can do another souk here. This is a little sad we don't have the archer. We should probably have another coven, to be frank. Well, that was very lucky. I'm not gonna. I'm not going to do the. There are like a lot of souks in here. Yeah. Okay. So how many? We got 4 terminals to play. By golly, we'll play them all. I don't know. Lemonspawn has a lot of copper still. What are we trying to do now? Main thing is we'd like to trash the copper, I think. We won't worry about playing every souk. We're still not. It's not really a There's not really a 3-pile issue yet. And we can buy a province. If we want to. They're gonna need to green a little bit. It's not very many points though. Let's see, we can get to 3 buys. Which piles? This should be enough to win. Is this the one? So we need to play the priest. We just need to get 3 actions. And 4 buys is enough. Or should be enough. How much money is that? We should have enough money. How does this interface work? Okay, yeah, you do this and then you do this. Okay. Is 4 buys enough? I mean, we can get a little bit more money. I think this just works, but we go this takes out. Oh, I mean, it's not a win. I don't know why I was talking about it as if it was a win, but I mean, I could have got more buys and maybe that would have won. I wasn't really super thinking it through. But top deck golds, I mean, in some sense, I'm just happy to just buy provinces, right? I mean, there aren't like huge number of things we're trying to achieve at this point, besides just score a little bit. okay. Another Cathedral board. Don't have the nicer Cathedral draw. Unfortunately. I don't even know, like, are you just getting like money here? I may take a camel train. Lemonspawn buys a charlatan. Not fully convinced of, but kind of assume you go Baker next. I mean, what I would think. Not the shuffle I wanted, of course, but it's not super important. It's interesting. I don't hate this skulk, but I don't think I buy anything. I don't even know if I don't even think I want to trigger with the camel train out. I mean, I still feel okay-ish. I mean, I don't know. There's like a real limit to how fancy you can be here. And Lemon is definitely playing on the fancier side of that. To be sure. Do we go for double gold here or double baker? We probably have enough bakers. Probably the golds are a little more valuable this stage. I guess this isn't like an ideal shuffle to trigger, but I mean it's okay. I'm trying to do a kind of specific thing here. Actually, it's totally fine. Like, this is basically the opening hand we want. The men's stuff seems like too much, but we'll see. Here we'll probably just lose the flag bearer. Envious isn't killer, but pretty good. Silvers are still probably okay. I think silver or sage maybe. I'm pretty well. I guess the other option is remodel. Maybe a remodel here. I might lose the camel train. I'm gonna buy a province here, so this is a lot of on one hand, this is a lot of stuff to make miss. Probably can't do it. This is probably going to come down to who is able to set up double province at the end or at the right time for it. I didn't know they had another flag bearer. So they bought it, then trashed it. Well, that's fine. Because, like, what? I get another skull. It's just they're. I mean, they can keep going, but they're so thin. It's gonna be. I mean, they're gonna eventually, I think, draw a pretty awkward cathedral hand. Would be my guess. My turns are kind of, silly. They're just like, oh, you just take this and then. They at least have the flag going into the end. That's pretty useful. They can kill those skulks. That's so crazy to me because I can win here. I'm real close to a forced win. I mean, I'm extremely close to a forced win. Like, I'm only, I'm only $1 off. Thank you, charlatan. So I don't really get the mill. I don't think that you have to mill there. I don't understand it. This is like pretty good Anvil board. And there's some nice butterfly stuff you can do. I mean, it's the payload is just like gaining little stuff, and then I guess you eventually have money and buys. But it's a pretty nice Anvil board, I would say. And probably do some butterflying, though. It's going to be, I mean, actions may be a little bit awkward here, but. No trashing, but lots of draw, lots of consistency. We'll probably do Smithy Workers Village here. It could be just like double Smithy, but. Do I want a dungeon? Yeah, I can see a dungeon. They find their smithy off the top, which is very nice. They may be, I don't know, maybe ahead isn't the right word. They may be ahead at this stage, though. Not that it's by a lot, but They're probably a little bit ahead now. Especially, okay, so now they're like a lot, probably a lot ahead. That's okay though. Especially if they draw here. I guess they didn't find their workers or something. There's always going to be 3-pile stuff that's going to be kind of hard to track. My journeyman. Seems fair. I guess we go ahead and play the lackey. Right, not perfect, but we have a couple workers' villages down in here. I'm just going to take them, or I'm not going to use the. It's going to be kind of hard to get. I'm not going to have a dungeon down this turn, so that's. I will at least replenish lackeys, replenish villagers some. They buy gold, that's interesting. I'm not sure I would have bought the gold, but. Okay. Well, we already have. Oh, that's I guess we can just draw it all. It's not like journeyman. I mean, we could have upped to journeyman, but that's not like better than smithy. What are we gonna have here? We're gonna have $7. We could take a guide. Okay, we didn't dud. I might take a province. Hmm. Two couriers. Okay. Hmm. We could. I like get a silver. Well, that won't quite work. Can't even play the courier, actually. So it's too... We can draw everything. I feel like I've missed something here. There was a point... I needed to do it before... Though some of those lines would have cost villagers as well. So I'm not fully sure on that front. I mean, the courier play is basically messed up anyway. Like, there's not a way to make it not be messed up. We can just see if it hits. Oh, there's some other thing. I mean, we can trigger and we can put silver, then play the courier. That only costs us 1. That's not too terrible. Frankly, that's not awful. Wouldn't be bad to swap the journeyman for a gold if we can. Whether we can, I don't know. Ooh, the mid-turn anvil, that's nice. I should have been thinking about that. We should be thinking about that. I don't know if it comes up or not, but we should at least have it in our minds. By smithing bronze. I don't know if we can get to double over the course of a few turns. We might be able to. I mean, the big thing, of course, is just that. Oof. That isn't good. Well, I would really like to not guide here if possible. I need to replace some. We're gonna have to replace villagers in some way. Okay. Not super great, but what's the last card? The smithy? Maybe we should have left it, but what do we have here? Excuse me. 10. 10 is pretty good. We can get a lackeys. We didn't play dungeon or anything. We do have a guide. Maybe we need to just take an acting troupe and hope we draw it. Probably guide this hand. It's not super great, but not super great to have to guide it. But we're still really not actually anywhere near 3 piles. I don't know that anyone's threatening double yet. Lemon probably can get into position to do that. Here. Maybe anyway. I wouldn't be sad to have more couriers myself, but I just simply don't at this point in time. They don't have villagers now, or very many villages. This is a really rough reshuffle, because they don't have a guide. They have a dungeon, but I don't think... That's a very... Oh, okay. We make it out. A little bit scary, right? Of course, my draw is not really shored up all that well either, but what do we name? What do we toss with guide? There's still like 2 coppers and the provinces are gone. So there's 2 coppers and 2 estates. Okay, we need to play the courier now. We don't have to get... We need to just add a bunch of draw. I mean, we need a province, but... We go smithy. Can we go here? 1, 2. Yeah, that doesn't quite work. I mean, we could do smithy. It's just... There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That leaves 5 cards left. We can draw through most of them if we hit the lackeys. We just don't know if it's worth it. We bottom deck Anvil. A little unfortunate. This just got to be Smithies, right? Whoa, boy. That's a hand. And we don't have the guide now. Maybe I should have gotten a guide. I mean, there are a lot of outs, but there are a lot of stop cards as well. I mean, this is just no trashing board. There are no magical ways to get around any of this. Lemon did find a village. But again, still not a lot of plus action here. Okay, so Lemon gets... Okay, we don't find anything. You don't find anything. So, but it's okay. I guess the only risk is like a pile out, which seems extremely unlikely. See what Lemon gets here. And I think Lemon's gonna double. But obviously it changes the tempo here. Lemon gets to decide what to lower or what to... I think I can double if I draw. I think I can change the journeymans to golds and double. But really I only need... I have $11, I think. $12, right? I have the courier. I don't even have to change the journeyman. I can just change lackeys. This feels pretty unsafe. I only need double Duchy province to win. I mean, I don't even need quite that much, but what did we have at the start of our last turn? Two estates, two provinces. I mean, we kind of need the coppers to buy the province, but I mean, the lackeys we won't need to change up on this path because we're just trying to buy province and butterfly a couple things. So that shouldn't really be an issue. We should only really need to butterfly the smithies probably. Or like a courier. Actually, this is it, right? $9.15 is more than enough. This is like, you can handle torture here. Maybe you can't handle mercenary and torture coming at the same time. We don't have gains. There's no gains. It's just like you just live your life, you know. Um, I have no idea what that means. I honestly think you can handle the curses. I don't think that's a thing. So the real question is whether Urchin is the play. Or at least that's my question. Because then you're just like, have some golds, you know, it's like the wisps and the imps and stuff are okay, but they're not that good. I'm gonna try Urchin. And maybe buy a church if they don't collide. Obviously, I'm accelerating their guard dog stuff, but I do get collision. Amy. What can we do now? It's like cargo ship or church, probably. Maybe there's like a church guard dog deck that just like runs. I don't know. I'm gonna buy like church mountain village, I think. It could have been silver. Like, churches aren't like that good. I mean, all we're doing here is trying to get what are we trying to do? We're just trying to buy provinces. Have money, buy provinces. We could just set aside one thing, which is honestly sufficient, assuming we have the mercenary. If we don't, it also is probably sufficient. You just don't have to buy expensive stuff right now. So we get to find our cargo ship, trash all the estates, and then buy I don't know, another cargo ship, maybe a gold. Maybe an archive. All of those sound kind of plausible. We're going to have 6. I mean, we're going to have $6. So gold isn't crazy. Archive also not crazy. Probably archive since we're putting in hand. That's just kind of. And then we're gonna need to buy golds. What are we doing? We only have. We could just trash the church also. The church did one thing and now it's kind of pointless. There's 2 cards left. I guess we can not play the church. We can just get copper and we can still buy gold here, right? I'm not super clear on how many golds we take. At least 2, probably 3. I don't really like playing exact money decks of this nature very much. I'm a little more inclined to say get a 4th gold than to get a archive, but or torture or whatever. The church archive stuff should smooth a little bit. Smooth pretty good. Might as well take the mountain village. We may find the mercenary here. This is may trash the mercenary now. I don't know. Lemon hasn't bought a gold yet, right? I don't know what this sauna's for. I guess I don't trash the... That shouldn't matter. I was going to say I don't trash it on the back of wanting to... We can just be done with these. The only reason not to trash the mercenary is like... You're trying to... What am I trying to say? You think they might torture you, I guess, is the only reason I can really think of. Here, I'll probably just buy province. I think we can go back for the gold if we find we need it. It's not a board where buying the province and then going back and buying gold if you miss province looks that bad. Just because there aren't multiple gains and you're... I don't know. I'm pretty much done attacking and stuff. I think the attacking's particularly meaningful. I think we can probably buy at least 3 provinces in a row here. And maybe 4. I mean, this won't... I guess this won't actually hit it. We're not going to draw. We needed to have a thing in hand. Okay, Lemon also has province here, so... Yeah, we're not going to hit province. Fortunate. We can buy it. Gold. I guess gold and silver are the same. Well, not exactly. Maybe I shouldn't even play the urchin. Maybe it just helps the guard dog stuff. know what I could have considered doing is putting the well, searching the archive, not playing the archive yet. Buy silver or something. Lemon buys an estate. Okay, that's fine. I think it's fine. I just don't know if it's gonna, you know, work out for you. I do think I can probably trash the mercenary now. I don't think the torture is gonna come. And I guess if in the time it would take for the torture to show up, I probably could get. Probably either church can handle it or, I'm likely helping the guard dog there. I don't know how much, and also drawing gold. So that's probably pretty bad play there. Oh well. This is bad. We didn't find either church or archive. Well, it's fine. As silver. Okay. Okay. Just gonna buy a. Aren't these like? This is like 2 golds. It's like 2 golds in duchy. We should just leave it. Leave it be. We'll get the urchin draw. Will give us a shot, but the mountain village, of course, isn't doing anything. I just have to board a state. All right. Okay, well, the 6-0. Happy about that. I mean, I'm not happy that Lemon apparently was frustrated from the start, but I don't I don't know if it was something I did or didn't say. I don't know how to always address those situations, but in any case, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I have one more match, and I'm going to at this point almost certainly be in the finals and might possibly be actually uncatchable depending on how the Kazu match goes, though there are a lot of unplayed matches, so Kazu could go on a run or someone else could go on a run to make it closer, but so far, good season. Anyway, take care.